Ohio State safety Caleb Downs. Now, we'll talk about this later, but I think Caleb Downs is the best player in the 2026 NFL draft. In my opinion, Caleb
Same.
is the best player.
I also have him ranked at number 1.
Okay. Well, that solves the
Unanimous.
number 1 ranking there. So,
Wow.
yeah.
6 balls ranked him at number 1.
Yeah, Caleb Downs is a defensive chess piece who you can do pretty much anything with. You can put him at safety. You can put him at outside corner. You can put him at slot corner. You can use him as a linebacker. He can cover wide receivers. He can cover tight ends. He can cover running backs. He can tackle. He can blitz. He can do anything a defensive coordinator will ask him to do. He is the defensive leader of the secondary, and he commands that secondary both pre and post snap. He's very good at diagnosing plays. And so pre-snap, you'll see him aligning the secondary and getting everyone in position. And then post-snap, you'll see him using his instincts to just make plays. And he passes off the receivers and tight ends very well to his other teammates on the defense. I also think what I really like about him is how Ohio State used him around the line of scrimmage to just disrupt plays. You'll see him show looks like he's going to blitz, and then when the ball is snapped, he's doing something completely different from what the quarterback thought he was going to do, and it just confuses the quarterback, and that's what creates disruption at the line of scrimmage is what Caleb Downs does. So a defensive coordinator can pretty much do anything they want with this player.
My only drawback to Caleb Downs is and it's hard to say this is a drawback, but he likes to make the big play. And sometimes making the big play is at the detriment of looking like an idiot. You try to make the big tackle, the guy spins off you. You try to go for the interception and like make a flash, maybe not a flash interception, but you try to make try too hard to make a play on the ball rather than just making the tackle, and then they catch it and score a touchdown. It's very boom and bust. The good news is that he booms a lot more than he busts. Very good. Fits into every scheme in the NFL. I'd like it to be noted, the Rams just hired the Ohio State secondary coach as their secondary coach. So that sounds fun for me.
Hopefully they'll be better than they were this year.
Well, hopefully they draft Caleb Downs.
That would be unfair.
Trade a lot to get him.
That would be unfair. They have the capital to do it.
Yes, we do, don't we?
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
I don't even think they have to trade up that far, truly.
I don't think he's going to get drafted as high as he should be just based off of positional value because he's a safety. But he should get drafted higher than he will get drafted.
What is really interesting is I think safety specifically is the biggest gap in the draft this year. I think that you've got Caleb Downs at 1, and there's a bigger gap between 1 and 2 at safety than probably any other position. Now, that may be a bit much to say, but with how good Caleb Downs is versus how good the second guy is, and I don't have it pulled up right in front of me, it is a significant difference.
For a while now, this is going to sound like a very odd comparison, but he has always reminded me, in a way, of Luke Kuechly. I know they are completely different players that play completely different positions, but Luke Kuechly was one of those guys, and this is the comparison I'll make. Their physicality and their more just their not just the intuition, but their decisiveness to be able to go in and make the play, because usually that is what it takes. I mean, in a game of inches, I mean, if you can make the play quick, I mean, within a fraction of a second quicker than some other guy, like that's usually the difference between a tackle, an interception, or a sack. And this guy, I mean, whether he's making those big plays and sometimes, coming up short and therefore kind of penalizing the team because of it, I do feel like, especially as a defensive player, having the confidence and the know-how, I mean, I do feel like that's usually what makes or breaks a player or separates great players from average players. I mean, I think about anything. I mean, I'm sure anyone watching this, I mean, if you've ever, started something new or you wanted to get into something and you're just kind of unsure because you don't really know how you're supposed to do it or whatever. But then once you get into it, everything just starts clicking in your mind. You're a lot more confident. You don't have to think things through necessarily. It's more just second nature. And this guy just seems to have that second nature down to his first nature. It's just going after it. And so I really like that. I think that's, again, they play different positions, very different players, but that's what I see when I've seen him play.
Best player in the draft. Best player in the draft.